There are 10 particular elements that are very important when we're looking at street self-defense as opposed to the sport. Now, I love the sport. I enjoy it immensely. I roll a lot with no strikes, nothing else, just straight jiu-jitsu with the gi and without the gi. I do it a lot. I've been fortunate to be able, one of my instructors, Barrett Yoshida, one of the best in the world, I cornered him at 4 different Abu Dhabis. So I'm used to that very high level of competition mindset and what it takes to develop technique to that level. Okay? So we take that same sort of high level idea and apply it but to sport. But here's the thing, here are some differences. The first big difference is multiple opponents. That's number one. If there are more than one opponent, you're going to have a hard time doing your jiu-jitsu. That's just, everybody knows that. And usually the answer is, well, it's hard on regardless of what martial art you do. And there's truth to that. But the point is, you better have some practice and have some strategy. And jiu-jitsu, not the best for multiple opponents. That's just the way it is. But we will look at each of these sections in detail a little bit later. So, multiple opponents first. Second thing is the weapons, right? Pistol, right? Firearms, right? Projectile weapons. Edge weapons, knives. A lot of people carry knives. And either sticks or hammers or bottles, so a blunt impact weapon. Those are very important to deal with too because they come out. And if you're not ready for it, how are you going to defend against it? Just like if you're in somebody's guard and you don't know how to deal with a triangle or how to look for it, how are you going to be able to defend? They're going to triangle you so fast. So same idea. So those are the first 4. Then targets of attack. Targets of attack change too. Eyes. We attack the eyes and we have to defend against the eye attack. And just some people go, oh, man, I'm not going to hit anybody in the eyes. I'm not going to kick anybody in the groin. Okay, that's fine. That's your prerogative. But you know what? You better be able to defend against it. You don't want to be the one doubled over in pain. So the eyes, the throat, and the groin, these are all targets that we have to deal with. Another one is the bite. Now the bite, same thing. People are like, I don't want to bite anyone. Well, I'll tell you what, I don't want to bite anybody either, especially somebody who's, may have who knows what on their skin or in their blood. But you should factor it in because people will bite in a real street situation. So you have to be very aware of that as well. And the last thing is the fingers, is we do attack small joints and you have to protect yourself. We'll go into each of these in a little more depth, but I just wanted you to think of those 10 things. Multiple opponents, you don't get that in sport. You don't get the pistol, the stick, or the knife in sports. We got some stick fighting, but in jiu-jitsu based sports, right? We don't attack the eyes, the throat, or the groin, and we also have the fingers, and we have the bite we have to deal with as well. And of course the headbutt's in there too all the time. So let's go into those a little more depth.